Okay, in this screencast we'll have a look at some of the ways that we can customise the blog application by using the permissions tab and some of the key settings in the configurations. So this is a standard blog entry that we have here, and you'll notice that it has things like the star ratings facility at the bottom and the ability for people to write comments. Now some of these things can be changed, and the way that we would configure the blog to make those changes is to go to the config button at the top right, drag down the menu to configuration, and we will get a box that allows us to make some changes. So here we have some options there for whether we would want to enable page ratings or allow our students or members of a space to rate the pages with stars. If we don't want those to appear, we can take away that tick from the box, and then the star rating option will disappear. If we didn't want our students or members to be able to write comments on the blog, we can also remove those. And if we didn't want to enable comment ratings, we can remove those as well. So it's another star setting. We can also decide how many blog entries we would like to be displayed on the blog. The default setting is 5 entries, and that might be quite long, but we can use the drop-down menu and decide how many we would like displayed. So perhaps the latest 10 entries we might want displayed, perhaps the latest 100 entries. So that's a choice that we can use. So I'll just click on 3 there. And then we can decide whether we want to display the full content of that entry or whether we just want the title of the entry. And if you were choosing 100 to be displayed, then the title would be a good option for that, or just an abstract or a small summary of what that blog entry is about. So we'll go for full content here, and we'll have 3 blog entries, the latest 3 blog entries displayed, and we'll enable comments but disable ratings and comment ratings. So once we've done that, we can save our blog and have a look at those changes being made. So I've got my success message over here, so I can return to full page. And now I notice that the star ratings has disappeared, but we still have the ability to add comments. Now, one of the other features that might be of interest to people is the ability to allow members of the space to add blog entries. So that by default is not available. By default, only the owner of a space can add blog entries, but if we wanted our members to be able to do the same, then we need to click on the permissions tab over here, or the permissions button, and that brings up this screen here. And if we want our community members or space members to be able to add an entry, then we need to scroll down, click on that box next to the community member and submit that change, and that will allow all of the members of our space to add blog entries to the blog and makes that blog fully collaborative. So they're 2 of the key options or settings that people might want to use when they're making blogs.